I call to order this reorganization meeting of the Borough of Oradell Zoning Board of Adjustment. Notice of this meeting was published in the official newspaper, prominently posted in Borough Hall, and filed with the clerk's office in accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. This meeting is a quasi-judicial proceeding. Decorum appropriate to a judicial hearing must always be maintained. Any questions and comments must be limited to issues that are relevant to what the board may legally consider in reaching a decision.
Oath of office?
Oath of office. We have some new members. A new member.
Well, actually, it's three. It would be Maureen Day, she's not here, and Chris Camp, he's not here either.
Arlo Camparello.
So it would just be
Vincent?
the new member, Vincent.
Okay, we can swear you in, sir. If you
Sure.
raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your full name,
I, Vincent Liao,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that
swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and
States
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office
of the office
Board of Adjustment member,
of Board of Adjustment
according
member,
to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my
So help me
ability.
God.
So help me God.
Vincent, congratulations, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks and welcome, Vincent. So a couple of old faces missing today. Bear with me. I'm doing my best to get through the agenda here. I'm going to try and do it right, but somebody stop me if I do it wrong. Roll call?
Roll call. Mr. Santaniello,
Here.
Mr. Devine,
Here.
Ms. Zadinsky,
Here.
Mr. Bartlett,
Here.
and Mr. Lau.
Here.
Okay. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, at this moment, the board will go to a closed session to cover a couple things that have to be covered in a closed session. Do we need a motion for that? Is that how that works?
I actually need a resolution. If you want, I can read one. I won't read the whole resolution, I'll just read it.
Okay,
Summary. Whereas the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12, allows a public body to go into closed session during a public meeting, whereas the Board of Adjustment deems it necessary to go into closed session to discuss certain matters from which the public may be excluded. Now therefore be resolved that the Board of Adjustment will go into closed session for the following reasons as outlined before said statute. I believe it relates to personnel, various personnel issues of the board. Be it further resolved that the discussion in closed session may be made available to the public at such time it is determined that the interests of the board will not be adversely affected. We need a motion to second.
okay. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
You can do that all in favor if there's a second.
All in favor?
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. We'll be quick. Be right back. We are back. One thing I neglected to mention before, I just want to let everyone know, if anyone is here for the 420 Kinderkamak case, that has been carried to next month. So we'll not be hearing from that case tonight. Everyone good? Okay. In case you haven't noticed, we need to appoint new officers because we lost a few. So I will turn it over to Steve to run that process.
Okay. Okay, so we need to appoint the chairman, vice chairman, and secretary. So we can start with the chairman. Does anybody have a nominee? Make a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to the board that we elect Chris Santiago as the new chairman of the committee.
Okay. Second?
I second that.
Okay. All in favor?
You're not gonna have a quorum, that's what I'm saying.
All opposed? All right, jump a seat there, Chris.
Oh, I got to move?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
All right,
wondering about
thank you
that.
for the confidence. Marvin's shoes are tough to fill, but I ask in advance for the board and professionals to help me out with abundant guidance and patience. So, thanks.
Mr. Chairman, congratulations, but Caroline just mentioned something to me, and I should have brought it up before.
What?
In connection with the United Way application,
Yo, yeah.
5 members present, 2 have recused themselves. Chris?
That is correct.
So we lose the quorum.
Does that
Unless
mean,
someone else is coming a little later. we don't-
I don't know that anyone else is.
No one has contacted my office.
I apologize for not bringing that up earlier, at least it's only 10 to 8, so.
Do you want me to try to call Mr. Barrows?
Even if someone could participate by phone, you need 4 for the quorum.
Right.
I mean, you can't vote, you wouldn't
Yeah.
vote tonight anyway, but,
We need 4 to even hear the case.
yeah, to have a quorum
Okay,
to do
yeah.
anything on that application.
Do we want to try a call?
I can, do you want to take care of the?
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
care
why
of
don't
the
you
rest.
do the other things
Okay.
first?
Then for the role of vice chairman, nominations, I wouldn't mind making a motion for Thomas Devine as vice chairman. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Thank you. Welcome. For the position of secretary, any motions? I would motion for Jeanette Oginski for the position of secretary. Can we have a second?
I would second that.
All right. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Here we go.
There's nobody left to oppose.
All right, we'll do our best. That is the board. For logistical reasons, we're going to skip the appointment of council engineer and planner until February. We'll move on to the appointment of the recording secretary. I will go ahead and make a motion to appoint Gabrielle Ferreza as the recording secretary of the zoning board. Can we have a second?
Second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Approval of zoning board meeting minutes, December 16th, 2024. We all received a copy of that. Any changes to that? A motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of December 16th meeting.
Second?
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I abstain.
Okay.
Because I wasn't present.
Fair enough. Thank you. All right, correspondence is, I believe, available, Town Hall? Available in the construction official's office? Okay, zoning board procedures. We're gonna wait to hear back from Steve to see if we're gonna have a quorum for tonight. I believe the way things are gonna work out is that we were scheduled to hear public comment tonight. For anyone who hasn't been here before, and I don't know if that's anyone, the way this works is if somebody has a property they want to do something on, if that falls within the zoning ordinances, they get a permit. If it does not, if it exceeds those ordinances, Steve's office issues a rejection, and then the property owner or applicant has the opportunity to file a variance request. That's what this is. We've been hearing testimony for a case, and we'll continue on with that once we get to it. One other thing to handle before then, quick notice, no new cases will be started after 10:30 PM. At 10:30 PM, we're going to look for an appropriate break. I don't think we'll be here that late tonight, but knock on wood. All right, one last thing to vote on before we sort of have to make a decision here. Calendar 884-24 for Sherlock at 783 Clinton Avenue. We have a resolution for variance relief sought last month. Any thoughts or comments on that?
Do we approve that without a quorum?
You have a quorum for that. If you only, you have a quorum, you have four. You have five, but 4 members are eligible to vote, and that's adequate. And
Anyone?
the members eligible to vote are Mr. Barrett, Ms. Zadinsky, Mr. Devine, and Mr. Santaniello. That's
Okay.
sufficient.
All right. So then for 783 Clinton Avenue, calendar 884-24, can we have a motion to approve the resolution?
I'll make a motion that we approve the applications.
Okay. Second?
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Oh, we should do a roll call on
Oh,
this.
okay.
Mr. Devine,
Yes.
Mr. Santaniello,
Yes.
Ms. Zadinsky,
Yes,
and Mr. Barrett.
Yes.
Bartlett, I'm sorry. Okay, that's approved. That's sufficient.
Okay. We have run out of other stuff to cover, so we don't have a,
A quorum.
Quorum.
No, and it's unfortunate, because I always try to tell the board members, not just the zoning board, to let us know if you're not gonna be here. We can make some arrangements, we can get, somebody from the planning board to fill in or something, but
Yeah,
this
that's
is,
the
I think, the worst-case scenario
Right, you don't have a quorum.
of what happens.
yeah.
I apologize, but it's out of my control.
So what is our course of action? We regroup next month?
Yeah, I think we carry without
Further notice.
further notice.
And also, we have to announce that well, I think we already did, 420 Kindergarten is carried
Yep,
to, was it February 19th, I think, is the next date?
believe so. Yeah, it's the Wednesday.
Okay, the third Wednesday of February.
February 19th.
Okay. All right.
Well, you can still have the, at the end, on item 15, well, you have the annual report, you can do that.
Okay.
There's enough members to vote on that.
All right, so then, yes,
Annual
calendar 874-24 will be carried until next month. Sorry about that. All right, item 13, any old business?
No. I don't think so.
You can pass the annual report resolution.
Okay, item 14, new business, the annual report. What would we normally say about the annual report before approving it or making a motion to approve it?
There's a resolution, Mr. Chairman.
You
I
just
don't know
want to
if-
mention, if you want to mention, if you looked at it, how many residential applications, if there was a standout on certain type of applications, that maybe the planning board would want to make a change in the ordinances to address those. But other than that, then it's,
Maybe, there's no urgency to do it tonight.
Okay.
If you want to give the absent board members an opportunity to review,
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
All
All
they
right,
have some input as to recommended changes in
so
the
we'll carry
code.
that also.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, the public comment on anything not related to the cases.
So the both cases, you did mention that they're carried to the
Right.
next meeting.
United Way and Soroyo,
Okay.
420 Kindergarten.
Not seeing a show of hands for public comment, we will close the meeting to the public. Do we have a motion to adjourn? This feels quick.
You can do that. That you can do.
That we can do. We got quorum for
You have
that.
a quorum, Mr.
All right, motion.
Make a motion, we
No
adjourn
quorum,
for
you're
this
gonna have to
evening.
stay here.
Mr. Chairman, it's a memorable
What a first meeting. Right?
memorable beginning to your tenure.
It's got to be all uphill from here. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, thank you. 7:59.